So we have here a Grand Cherokee 2013 model, and down here is the new brake cable, the EBrake cable. There's the part that hooks into the pedal, and then there's a lot of those clamps where it's screwed in, and then here is the plug that goes to the outside, rubber, and then here is one clamp. There it's connected to the other cables. So we have to find this one first under the car to unscrew, and then we can take care of the rest in the car. So to give a quick overview, we have to clean up in here a little. The seat has to come out because it goes under the seat. There's the pedal, it goes down here under the seat to the back. The back seat has to come out here because under the seat it goes this direction to the outside of the vehicle. Because we have airbags, here we have the label in here, we have airbags in the seat here. We need to disconnect the battery in time down there. But before we disconnect the battery that is under the passenger seat, we have to move the passenger seat all the way forward, of course, and then we have to move this seat back and forth so that we can unscrew the screws in there. We get to those easily, and I think then, only then, we can take the driver's seat out after we disconnect the wires underneath. It's gonna be fun, you say. We are on the passenger side, and with that said, the seat all the way forward, we have access now to this cover that covers the battery. We obviously take out our floor mats here. Two hands. All the sand. And we take the opportunity to clean the car. You know? Yeah, underneath here is the battery. I'm gonna vacuum here first before anything else happens, because I see there is fried stuff in here. Wow. So it's right under a wire there. I PB blasted it. The camera so that you can see better. No way. But I managed to get it loose. I don't know what condition it's in now. I can see, but it is loose. Right. If we get the new one in there or not sure. We will find out sooner or later. So once we have the seats in a position, we lift up on the passenger side here the battery cover, and then we can unhook the battery on one side. So you first remove those caps, you will find them over there, here on those things, right? Cap remove, and then you get those bolts out. It's a 15mm nut for this bolt, and then you have to unplug the connector here. Okay, this one here. If you want to look at this one, how to unplug it, you do the red tab up first, right? And then you have to push left and right on those, and then just lift up like this. It's very easy. Alright, so I basically rolled the seat over there. Okay, that's how that goes. So let's have a quick look at the progress here. So as we have the front seat out, we have to put it somewhere. It is connected to the seat belt, of course, and I'm not in the mood to take all this off here and unplug it there, right? So just twist it around and put the seat over there to the rear passenger side, upside down. You have to be careful with the rails to not cut up any of your leather or anything. And then the rear bench. Wow, let's take a look at that. So the rear bench has to come off so that you can take this carpet up here, because it's sitting on here, right? There is a nut here, there, and a bolt here, there, right? And it uses an 18mm nut. Out of all of them, 18mm, okay? Better than 19 if you don't have 19. It's an 18. Okay, so and now we are at a point where we can remove stuff here to get under the carpet. Did I want to explain this here, how the cap comes off? It has two clips, left and right here, right, and then a hinge on this side. On the other side here, the hinge is on that side, so it goes up that way. The seat had the same issues there. The hinge is on one side, so you have to open it from the other, on the other side, not on the hinge side, and we break it. Needless to say that we want to keep the plug here clean. We don't want to get anything in there. The connectors there, right? I'm like thinking maybe I should put it into the box. You know the box? The secret box underneath here. Can you open this easy? Yeah, this is the box. The secret compartment underneath the seats. But yeah, that's what it has. So this should just come up when you pull up. Yeah, like this. Ooh, look at that. There's those metal clips in there. Make sure they're all there. There's there. This probably needs to come off. No. So once you have this off, then this comes off easier. Same here probably. You have to take this off in order to be able to pull this off. You know, people don't make detailed videos about this. Look how easy this is with a good tool. You see how easy it came out? We don't want to lose it. Put it in there. They don't make detailed videos about this so much because it's a pain in the butt. Good. Right, so I need to take this up here. Maybe I should take this away. You know? Oh, Jesus. Whew. Look at that. We can take the whole carpet out. So now we can lift this up. Yeah, look at that. careful with this wire. You lift the whole thing up and out. Look at that. Do we get this back together? Right, so we found it. The exit, right, is back there. Oh man. There's the exit. There's one of them. Here's one of them. This is so hard to get in here. This you can just pull off. Then you have more space here for your wire. There's a dime behind here. Oh, see, I got rich from this. Yeah. And then it follows here under the wire. Here under the wire it follows. Look, they are in here. They're all the way up there. That's going to be fun, they said. Alrighty. So explosion in here? No. It's just difficult to deal with. Alright, so the wire, the new wire, didn't twist good. So you couldn't hook it up in here, okay? In the hole here. So that was annoying. And you can't see in there, so you have to take all the shit apart and off what's in there in the way, so that you can look. And then finally I had enough where you can see and feel back there. I just took the whole pedal off, and that is what it is. Now I have to put the pedal back in there, and then I can fix the cable. Here, without hurting yourself. I don't remember where this goes here. I don't know. Everything here is falling around. There's a bolt up there. And not there. So here is a bolt. And there. And there's one up here. And here it's hard to get to. It doesn't turn on. There it is. It does pink. Oh God. There's the light. Now I can't see whether or not this is a screw or anything. So I have to go all the way up here. Plug this back in. There it is. The ground thing for that. And then here, plug that back on. That connector. And then you have to plug this back in. Is this 10? I think this is what it is. Is that it? This is the connector to the whole dashboard, you know. Hey, my ratchet just stops working now. Oh, there it is. That's that one. Okay. So we hooked the cable back in, okay? Cable back in into the whole assembly of the pedal. The plug back in there. See, this works now, as you can see. It's perfect. And yeah, ground wire is back on this one, right? Up there. And then we can put this board back in there. And I think that's already it for there. So next thing would be this here. You can see those white clips that go in here in those holes. This is fixed here. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that go down here. The 4 screws I have down there. 4, and then it's 1 here and 1 here, right? Left and right of steering wheel. Here, here. Okay, this one goes back in here. We can do this later. So we put the bucket back in, 4 screws, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We can put the lid back on if we know where it is. And then we have to put that one back in here. This piece goes in here, but I want to wash this off first with water. Look at all this. So, when you put this rubber boot back in here, make sure you plug it in all the way in how it's supposed to be, because you don't want water running in here. Right? It's like when you drive through a puddle, you know, and seal that up good. And our next step after that is closing this up, the seat back in here on this side. We have the carpet back here. Huh? No. I'll take this away. We don't want this to be crushed, or this to be crushed. Everything clean under here. Yeah, this has to go back down here underneath. Look how dirty that is. Carpet. Ouch. Here, look at this. Fits nice, right? Look at that. There, and then we can come back down with the whole seat. Oh, sorry. My seat belt here. Okay. So where are we here? There, one is a bolt and one is a nut. Here's a nut. And on this side was a bolt. There it is. Don't remember what size this was, 16 or what? Let's see. Oh, who would have thought? It was 18 millimeters. 18. To have the back seat fixed with 18 millimeters. It's a large bolt. Now, of course, you have to tighten it good. Here. I need a wrench for that. So because I didn't unscrew the seat belt, to save that work, I scooted the seat over there on the passenger side. Now I'm sliding it back into the spot. And we cannot forget to save our life. This is our airbag. You see how I slid it in easy? The rear tab here, lock it, and then those things go in here. See there? It's fixed. Could be better. So this is not good enough. You can use a cable tie around here, like a new cable tie, to make this safer. We're going to do that. I'm going to get one. And then we put the seat back in position without pinching that wire, that harness here. And then screw the seat back on.